you a little bit about my honeymoon. I'm married. I'm not wearing my wedding ring, and I'm not going to tell you why. Only because it's not funny, and I don't want to waste time. Anywho, so I'm on my honeymoon in Las Vegas. I got married in Vegas. It was great. You should try it. We shipped out on Monday, did some cool shit, got married on Wednesday. Thursday, we didn't really have anything planned. My dad and my stepmom came to see me get married, like you do. And so Thursday, they're like, hey, are you doing anything Thursday morning? And we were planning on sleeping, but I said no. And so they're like, well, you should come to this timeshare presentation with us. You know, it's not that big of a deal, and you get free dinner and a free show. And our show for Thursday night had gotten canceled, so we're like, screw it. I don't want a timeshare. I can suffer through whatever. I'll be tired. I'll just sleep through it. 4 hours later, because it really was. It was from like 10 in the morning until 11, 12 noon. Yeah, it was until at least 1 in the afternoon. So about 4 hours later, we had suffered through about a 45-minute long presentation from this Transylvanian gymnast who, he was first, and his job was to convince us that vacationing was the most important thing you could do in your life ever, because you love your family and your family wants to go on vacation once a year. And a friend of his had his dad die, and at that point he realized timeshare. You know, like that's the conclusion he jumped to, and so he's got a vacation with his family at least once a year, because it is a prerequisite, I noticed, that if you're going to sell timeshares, you have to own one. So our actual real first salesperson was pissed off, and that makes sense because my dad owns a timeshare. And so we're here, obviously, just for free shit, you know, because we didn't want to buy a second timeshare because they know that we know that it's bullshit, you know, because we already own one. And so we had actually kind of been convinced to go on it by they're like, oh, it'll be like 45 minutes. No, 4 hours. The first salesperson was pissed off and sucked it, and she brought in the second salesperson who was like trained to deal with us, and so had special deals to offer only us. That didn't work, and so we got taken to the prize room, and the prize room is what she said, and apparently prize room means third salesperson. And so we had to suffer through that, where we realized, really, honestly, we must hate our families, otherwise we don't timeshare at this point, because they chopped the price to like a 1/10 of the price. You're coming like once every 10 years, but you still love your family. And anywho, so that didn't work. And so we go to the actual prize room. Really, here are your tickets for the show. Here's the dinner. Are you sure you don't want to come back in 90 days? It's $200. It's real cheap. You know, like they broke it down to the smallest possible increment. It's like one night, and we still didn't want to buy it. But we got our show tickets, and at this point, like, we're all exhausted. My wife and my stepmom go back to their respective hotel rooms to take a nap. My dad and I go downtown because we didn't actually get show tickets, we got show ticket vouchers. We had to go redeem them. So, but we go through the next extra step because, god damn it, we earned these show tickets. To this, oh man, this show was, I won't tell you about this show because there's nothing worth talking about. But we got the show tickets, and you know, like I could see it from the end of the stage was at the next bar, and we sat down and had like 6 drinks because it's my dad and I. And we haven't you don't get a lot of chances to bond with your dad when you're in college, but we haven't talked to each other in a while. We're both married men at this point, and it's kind of neat, you know. And I found out, confirmed what I thought for a long time. My dad hates my stand-up. And I know this, I was kind of sure because he had been so enthusiastic. He had, when he found out that I was going to do this for the first time, he had been just so enthusiastic. And then, he couldn't make it up here, but I sent him a link because John puts these on the internet. And because of the internet, I found out my dad does not think I'm very funny. Sorry, Dad, you're gonna, oh crap. he's gonna see this one too, I'm pretty sure. Unless I just like bomb it from here on out, and it's not funny at all, and John just spares me the grade, like putting it on the anywho. This will probably make it on the internet, so, but, you know, it wasn't even that I like talked about my sex life or anything, like the things I expected. It was a couple things, like I referred to people by name, which, like, I can kind of understand, because you don't want to, like, indict people in these crimes, you know, that they committed against me. Like, I don't know why. Anywho, like, but at the same time, like, one, it doesn't really matter if I change the name, because either you don't know me, and so, like, a person named blah, like, a person named James or Frank, like, you think of the James or Frank that you know. Or you know me, and so it doesn't matter what I call the person, you just understand that I've changed their name, and that's who, you know who they really are. So it's just wasted effort, and I'm about kind of low effort, you know, here. And the other thing that just really pissed him off, like, I don't want to say pissed off because he didn't get mad about it because we were at a bar and we had a few drinks, and he's probably not really mad about it, to be fair. Hi, Dad. Like, I know he's watching this one in the future, but strangely also in the present, because when God, it's so weird. It's like I'm in the future, because he'll see this. Oh, whatever. Anyway, the other thing he hated. Do you like fat tire? I love fat tire. You should have a fat tire.
Mothership Wit! Yay!
Or whatever, man. Just, if Mothership Wit was endorsing you right now, I'd be all about the Mothership Wit. And I'm not being endorsed by fat tire. Anyway, so, that got me all off track. Good job.